Salakia Akim. So Esau's blessing goes into the fat, the blessing of the sword, the fatness of the earth going into resources, just having we go to him for the one of all things, man. He's the plug. He has everything, right? We go to him for our jobs, our food, our shelter, our money. His blessing was the fatness of the earth for a short amount of time. Hey, it says the triumphant of the wicked is short. The joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. He was given this kingdom in a short amount of time. This is our last captivity. And he knows that. He knows he's running out of time. It's Revelations 12:12. That's another lesson right there. But the purpose of Esau is to, he's basically preparing the coming of Yahweh Shai. He did already racked his wicked army up, the unrighteous souls, right? His sins have already reached into the heavens, and along with his army, the rest of these heathen nations, 2/3 of our people, so they can be destroyed, man. It's that simple. The purpose of Esau is to be destroyed, right? He's making it easier for the Lord for when he come back. I mean, the Lord doesn't need help. But for things that were written before time and for our learning. We're learning and understanding evil. We're discerning it. Right? A righteous, what does it say? A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, man. So he has sent us as sheep among wolves, man. Therefore be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. Yahweh Shai said, he said, take them not out of the world, but keep them from the evil, man. So we're here to understand the evil so that we can judge in righteousness and in wickedness, man. So we could judge right, good and evil in righteousness and in perfectness, man. So we're understanding the evil without being consumed and overcome by it. If that makes sense. Real quick, First Peter. It's First Peter 2, Salakia. It's First Peter 2:8. It says, I start at 7. Unto you, therefore, which believe he is precious, but unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner, Yahweh Shai, and the stone of stumbling and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed to what? Wrath, to the wrath of the Heavenly Father. Right? Unto you was given the mysteries of the gospel. Right? But unto them is not given. What are the mysteries? The knowing who you are, where you come from, the true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, the purpose of the purpose of it all. What being a man actually means. What love actually means. Knowing how to conduct yourself and how to treat brothers as you would treat Yahweh Shai, man, it's a law. Not to get too off topic, is the point, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. That's beautiful. All right, let me hit this verse 8 in the NLT to bring the point home. Again, the purpose of Esau, the purpose of the wicked. Verse 8 in the NLT. And he is the stone that makes people stumble, the rock that makes them fall. They stumble because they do not obey Yahweh's words, and so they meet the fate that was planned for them. The wicked is reserved for the day of evil, the day of destruction, the day of disaster. Right? This world is ruled by evil because he set up a day for them to be destroyed, man. It's that simple. Let's hit Romans 9. That's going into the wrath, the vessels of wrath, vessels of honor and dishonor. That may be another precept. Let's see. Right to the point. Romans 9 and 22. What if Yahweh, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and that he might make known his riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he made afore prepared until forever, Salakia, which he had afore prepared unto glory, even us whom he hath called, and not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners, the Israelites, the Jews that were Hellenized, the Jews that were raised in these other countries, all right, taught the nations, these other nations' tongues, their culture, and growing up looking like them, man. The Israelite foreigners, the Gentiles, the ones that are grafted back in, coming back into the realization of who they are. Vessels of wrath and vessels of mercy, man. NLT, it says, verse 22, in the same way, even though Yahweh has the right to show his anger and his power, he is very patient with those on whom his anger falls, who are designed for destruction. That's beautiful. That's the wicked. He does this to make the riches of the glory shine even brighter on those whom he shows mercy, who are prepared in advance for glory. So his purpose is to destroy the wicked, not only to destroy the wicked, but to magnify his vessels of mercy, or those whom he showed mercy, the Israelites, the elect of Israel, ultimately the whole nation, but in this case it's the elect. All right. So let me see what else we got. I got a few more here, and according to prophecy and the timeline, this is where we at. Esau's kingdom, this last wicked kingdom. Our warfare is, that's Isaiah 40. Our warfare has been accomplished. Here we are in our last battle, right? For our soul, our spirit. The Lord hasn't came back yet. We're not in a new covenant. We're finishing our race, if you will. So with much long suffering, man, judgment isn't executed. Let's get that. I'm going to grab a few more and I'm going to close out. Let's tie this all together. It's Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. And when a crime is not punished quickly, people feel it's safe to do wrong. NLT. But even though a person sins 100 times and still lives a long time, I know that those fear the Lord, that those who fear Yahweh will be better off. The wicked will not prosper, for they do not fear Yahweh. Their days will never grow long like the evening shadows. All right. It reminds me of judgment isn't executed speedily, man. It reminds me of the second Esdras. Like that second Esdras, what is it, 4? Because this wickedness must pass. The wicked kingdom. This has to pass away. It has to collapse before the righteous kingdom is ushered in. Second Esdras 4 and 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou asked me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. For the grain of evil seed hath been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much ungodliness hath it brought up unto this time, and how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come. Right? So that grain of evil seed, 2/3 of our people on down to the heathen nations and the rest of the wicked and the sons of God. Sons of the wicked and the sons of God. 2/3 of our people all playing a part in this. All loving it here. Right? Isaiah, what's that? Psalms 49:11. The inward thought is that their houses are continue forever. But the wickedness sown, this evil sown, and the destruction isn't come yet. It's coming though. Though it tarry, wait for it. It surely shall come. It's the Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. 29 again. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. So if you want peace, prepare for war. Yahweh Shai is coming not for peace. He's coming to bring division. He's coming to bring a sword. He's coming to reclaim what's his. So the wicked must pass so righteousness can usher in. Let's close out with second. Let me jump back a chapter. 2nd Esdras 3:30. For I have seen how thou sufferest them sinning, and hast spared wicked doers, and hast destroyed thy people, and preserved thine enemies, and hast not signified it. Verse 33. And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor have no fruit. It's talking about Jacob, Israel. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. Wherefore therefore it says, weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and theirs also that dwell in the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. And I ended off there because I didn't mean to get into all that. Point was in 30. What is the spirit? The point was in 30 and 33. Right? Precepts to Ecclesiastes 11:8 and 11. You know how judgment is executed speedily. You know how the evil that is sown must be passed, so that righteousness can be sown in. You know, this place has to be turned upside down. So in order to be turned right side up, it's going to be a beautiful disaster, man. So with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bahah, Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders. A great millstone who teach and rule well. And peace and salutations to the whole full elect. Kwam Yasharal and the Baba Bar. Shalom.